Junior is an amazing young father of 2 children, and along with his beautiful wife, they both have founded a wonderful forest school hidden within East London. With outdoor activities, music, and adventure play for young children, they are helping to connect urban communities to nature and exploration. I unfortunately was a little late arriving, so my girl Peaks captured some of the action until I arrived.
Hey, what's good? My name is Peaks. I'm here on behalf of citygirlnature Christia. I'm just standing in whilst I'm waiting for her to arrive with her son. We're here at the Forest School in East London. I'm here with Junior as well, who has come to meet, who's organising this with his wife and his family as well. All these families have come to enjoy a beautiful day outside. There's music, there's sand pits, there's nature everywhere, and it's just immersing your children in amongst all this and just getting them introduced to nature, because it's so important that we all look after our health, our well-being, and obviously connect because we are of nature. So there's a little bit of a circle time going on just now, and there's some singing and everything like that. We've had a really good experience since we've been here so far, and yeah, everybody's just enjoying themselves, and there's some food. It's a very lovely, safe spot for everybody to come in. It's gated as well, so your kids can actually run around without you having to think, where are they gone? Just make sure you bring your wellies, because there's loads of puddles and things like that here. But it's a really great experience. It's a good chance for you to meet, adults as well, for you to come along with your partner and stuff. And then we're just going to enjoy circle time, dance around, enjoy it, and just be in amongst all this good fresh air too. So. Okay, so what can you expect at a forest school? Well, let's come and have a look around and see what you can see. As I said, first of all, if you're coming to forest school, not just your children, but yourself, make sure you got wellies and be prepared. So Kosia's just arrived, and I'm just going to go and run out and greet her so she can see Junior. It's all finished.
It's all finished. Oh, loads of families and everything here.
Oh wow!
Just clip
I didn't even bring Zuri as well, because.
Oh, you didn't?
No, it was a bit too hectic.
It's all right. So this
Oh.
is
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much for
worries at all.
today.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I've seen a lot of your stuff online though.
It's funny because I was saying to Zainab that we had followed you, but yeah, obviously you just follow random people sometimes that actually connect with you in terms of like, what you do. But it was crazy. Like, yeah, she got into it. I was like, who is this? Like, were you trying to explain to me? But no, I thought, I give it a go. You were people that were looking at already before, so we thought, yeah. So welcome. This is back in Food Forest. This space started as a community like garden for people to come in and do some planting. As you can just see from behind you, some of the stuff are coming up now because it's like the season. We have some like radish. Can't get my words today. And then I think those over there, I'm not good at this type of stuff, but I think those are
Chard?
Yeah, I can't get the words out today, even with this.
It's okay.
He tried to help me. I'm like, what is this called again? But we have someone called Nikhil. He's our gardener here. He's really good at doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Gardening is not my, English gardening. Because I grew up in Nigeria and I knew all my stuff in Nigeria, like, let's go on that side because of the mud.
That's
like
okay.
Cassava, yam, maize, pepper, this sort of stuff. So my dad is a farmer. So, but when I came to England, like, kind of the different type of like stuff to plant and
not so much root vegetables.
Yeah, so I'm having to like even learn a lot of like a lot of this stuff. So it's been great, and and this space was here. My wife works for the charity. They call Thames Life. So they were given this area by BRL, so Back in Riverside the developers, again as a way for the community to meet and like basically just socialize, do a bit of gardening as well. And then she forced me to apply for a funding where BRL were just trying to see if people want to start a small business in the area. I said, okay, let's just apply for the grant. What's the grant going to do for us? And that's how it started. And we got the funding. We go into the space and we saw that parents really love actually coming out. They really love the sessions. It was very small. And then we did more funding, we were able to get more, and yeah, it's just been like that ever since. He's swinging through the tree. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next one. Yeah, you ready? Down in the jungle in the midday heat, what can you see? Stomping. What is it? It's feet with the stumpy stump here and the stumpy stump there.
Okay, so obviously you're with raised beds and everything like that around, so you have to have water. So there's a lot of water storage tanks, so I think the kids can come here, get they've got like water buckets and things here, so they can come and help out. You get your wattage from here, and then obviously just go around and water all your plants and stuff.
So I missed loads of what was happening just before, but what do you guys kind of get up to usually?
So literally our forest school don't have any, we don't have any boundary. Like I said before, like I'm a forest school lead, so it's what I do for work. I work with children from my nursery 0 to 5 years old. So we run sessions that involve using tools. We learn about the different biodiversity like in this locality as well, through like focus activities, like learn about like what type of animals you can find in this area, what type of plants we have in this area. When our gardener is here, we talk about like the different vegetables we've planted as well, and we have like strawberry picking when our strawberry grows, and then we also have like pumpkin sometimes. Okay, shake your shaker, let's go. Shake and shake and shake and stop. Freeze. Shake and shake and shake and stop. Oh, shake and shake and shake and stop.
We all need to learn to cook. So what's the best way to cook? Learn with the mud pies. So your kids have got a chance to, when you're in the kitchen, they always want to do it, but they've got their own kitchen set up. The height is being built for them. So there's a little wooden kitchen. They've got utensils and everything that they can use. They've got like slime and all kinds of stuff. So they get to like, how does washing up work? It washes up here. So people don't always have that luxury of doing these things in the house. So coming out to this forest school, they get to learn how does it all work when mummy and daddy's in the kitchen.
What is some of the benefits of like coming to like a forest school, for instance? So like getting outside generally, but forest school, what's some of the activities that you specific do? I know you said you use some tools.
One of the benefits is that it's just on their mental health. Like I was saying to someone, like this is something that you need to build, and once kids learn a very bad habit in terms of like not knowing that if you stay in for like the whole day, how that actually affects your mood, how that affects your mental state, is you have to learn how to not do that. Like it's so easy because you might not see the impact now, but then when you grow into adulthood, and then that's gonna be coming out later on. But whereas when you come into like a space like this from a young age, you're actually cultivating that sort of like discipline, a sort of routine, and a sort of enjoyment. Like when kids come here, they actually enjoy, and sometimes kids need to be exposed to spaces like this so that they can know, like, look, I can come here on a Saturdays, I can do this another day with my mom and dad. And so there's that element. It's not just about the skills, it's about how their lives are going to be shaped when they get older. Yourself, are we going to shake? Oh! And it all falls down. One last time. Balance it on your head. Balance it on your head. Give yourself, are we going to shake? And it all falls down. Right. Now we're going to sing.
As well. This is Junior's wife as well. These kids run the forest school. So this is Zainab with her 2 children. They've also provided a little space here for the parents as well to kind of have like a hot drink and things like that. There's a fire pit here because obviously it doesn't matter if it's spring, summer, autumn, winter. You can always need something where you can warm yourself up, get light when it's, we're still kind of in the midst of winter, so when it gets a bit dark or it's a bit cold, there's a fire pit here. It's been boarded off, so it's safe for your kids to everything like that.
You're originally from Nigeria, your dad being a farmer. So, like, the difference must be, you know, coming from that environment, a village, you know, you can just go your backyard and pick stuff and stuff like that, compared to here, you come to spaces more like gardens and stuff.
So, for me, having to transition, it was a very hard transition, like being in a space, like growing up in a space whereby you have this big land in your backyard or in your front garden, and you can do everything you want to do. You can run around, you can plant stuff, you can play with different animals and stuff like that. And coming here was a big adjustment, and I think especially living in a flat, it's crazy. Like you don't know your neighbors, and it's amazing how many people we've met that live around this area. But on a given day, I don't even know who live across me in my flat. And I think coming here, it's just been great again. Apart from like the kids coming out, again I get to meet my neighbors that I wouldn't meet on a normal day.
Yeah.
So I think that adjustment has been difficult at some point, and that's why for me doing this kind of like taking me back to where I grew up, like just playing with mud, getting my hands dirty, and I want my kids to be able to experience that. So I don't want them to feel like mud is yucky. There's no such thing as mud being yucky. That's just a way of people's, just the way of society is actually programming our kids to think that there's something wrong with touching mud, and it's disgusting. It's actually no. People touch. We used to mix animals, you know, poo with different stuff to create manure. But a lot of kids would dare not to do that nowadays, and it's crazy because there's nothing intrinsically wrong with that. Flap here and a flappy flap there. What's a creature flying in the sky? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, it's gonna be the last one. It's a
Vulture.
It's a there you go. And it goes flap, flap, boogie woogie woogie, flap, flap, boogie woogie woogie, flap, flap, boogie woogie woogie. That's the way he's flying in the sky. All right, we're gonna end it today. All right, now we're gonna do some more song with our shaker. Okay.
So what's happened just recently, Junior was just telling me, is that this place has just been provided from some businesses. They've donated these trees here. So of course there's only so much you can do with some raised beds and everything like that. They've got some salads and some other produce that's grown in there. But to actually have trees being planted in here, then they can get a chance to see how the trees develop, how they grow. There's fruit trees and things like that. So it's going to be here as well. So this just provides even more to the experience of being here.
And you as a father, I know you said you want your children to, you know, have that experience that you did. Like, is there anything else that maybe for other fathers or other people out there that as a family, or some single fathers or people that are alone, that you would give as advice, you know, to encourage them to find spaces like this, or, you know, do more of getting outside?
I don't want to say you need to have an interest in it to be able to do it, because that will be force. That literally will be force, because it's not about us in a sense. It's not about the dad. It's not about the mom. It's about, for me, my child is at the focus of that. And the crazy thing is, there's a lot of benefit that the adults actually get out of it. They don't even realize by actually taking their children to like spaces like this, to like forest schools. One being how it makes you feel very, makes you feel elevated, makes you feel less stressed. I know it's a big word people use, just go out for a walk, because, you know, being in nature makes you feel, but sometimes you don't really know the impact until you actually experience it. And when you actually go, I don't know what it is, you're just, it's amazing. And I think that's something that maybe you don't want to overstress that to the point whereby you think that, oh, the only way to relieve your mental health is by going for a walk and stuff like that. But when you take your children to spaces like this, the benefits are both ways. Like, your child is learning this habit of being in a space whereby they get to learn new skills, they get to be in nature, and then get to meet people as well, or meet new children. And also it's the same for the dad. For dads that might not be able, they might not know how to use certain tools, and they're actually learning alongside their children. And there's that kind of connection you're having with your child that you wouldn't have in another way. And so when you come to a session, it's just you and your child, you're zoning on your child. It's a good way for you to be able to then teach your child as well as a father. These skills, like life skills, you get to interact with your child, you get to see your child do stuff for the first time. They learn a new skill, and you were there to witness it. So you can't buy those moments at all.
Thank you for watching. At the end of this video series, we'll follow a 10-episode podcast show. So stay tuned for some more amazing nature and holistic game changers. Like, share, comment, and hit the bell for the latest notifications. See more details and social links in the description box. Be safe and share your comments below.